right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744. So today, guys, me and Albert will be debating about the MLS versus Saudi Pro League, which is very odd very interesting because normally I don't actually take part in the debates. This is actually probably one of the rare times where I'm actually going to go ahead and debate this. So, like I said, guys, it's going to be very interesting. Me and Albert will we're going to go ahead and, of course, make our arguments. We'll have like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes to make our arguments. I think we'll do 2 minutes. Actually, we'll do 3 minutes, I think, because we have 5 categories as opposed to 7 that we usually have. So we'll do 5 minutes for both. 2 minutes, 3 minutes for both of us. And then I'll give you guys 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the poll to make your decision. Okay. And please remember, guys, to vote based on the arguments me and Albert make. Don't vote just based on your emotions or, your personal preference. It should be based on the argument. And of course, whoever has the more points wins the argument. Okay, guys? Wins the thing. And I'll be right back, guys. My dad just called me. All right, sorry about that, guys. Just had to do something real quick. Like I said, it wasn't planned. And yeah, like I said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and read some of your comments, and we'll be hearing from Albert very soon. Albert, you're there? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, just not sure. Bro, start low. Let's go through his comments, and then we'll get started. Yeah. Lava King said E. Albert Amel enjoy Giga Chat. Albert, name every Saudi club, please. No search. MLS, USA, for real, more balanced. Camel Riders, another compared to America. 80 back, stream elements on. No, the stream element thing is not based on me. It's just automatically configured. So, all right, let's go look at the categories for today's debate. Let's do that first, and then we'll get started. So, I think I sent it to you, Albert. So let me go quickly look at the thing real quick. And Matt should be joining us. He's going to be like our kind of our host, you can say, referee in some ways. I'm not sure why Matt hasn't joined yet, so we're going to, we don't really need him per se, but I would like for him to join if possible. So let me go ahead and get the wheel for you guys. So this is the wheel. This is how we're going to determine what categories we do. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Put the 5 categories up. And as you can see right here, guys, stream elements right here. Can you guys see my screen? All right. So, as you guys can see, we have talent, competitiveness, impact on the national team, best players, their international performances. Okay, guys. So we're going to try to debate for this. And remember, guys, me and Albert both have 3 minutes to make our arguments. And then you guys in the chat will give 3 minutes to make your vote. Okay. So that means we should have a total of 9 minutes. 9 times 5 is 45. So that means we should be wrapping this up in around an hour time frame. Okay. And during the argument that we make, when we make the argument, please don't. Me and Albert are not going to talk with each other. We're going to give everyone a chance to speak. And like I said, guys, it's going to be like that. So hope you guys understand the rules and everything. And yeah, like I said, guys, sorry for the lateness of the stream, because like I said, guys, the stream was supposed to start 5:30. I got back home a little late to 5:35, and so yeah, it was interesting to say the least. Okay, so Albert, do you have any questions before we begin? And Chad, do you have any questions before we begin? If you have any questions, this is now the time to ask, because I'm not going to answer later on the stream. Albert, do you have any questions about the categories? Do you understand all 5?
Let me see. Okay, we got impact on just on the nation, that
Yeah,
like the league.
Like, so you know how the league does it? Like, do the league use the players from their own local league?
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's and then best players, competitiveness. Okay, talent and international. What is that last one?
Yeah, international performance is like kind of like the Club World Cup. Like, how are they regarded internationally? Are they like, are they well known? That kind of stuff, that kind of stuff. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
So
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So remember, all right. I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. All right, let's go ahead and do this, man. Spin the wheel, man. Spin the wheel. And what's gonna be our first category? It's gonna be the best players. Okay, this is an interesting one to start things off. A very interesting one indeed. So we're gonna start with this category, the very first one. So best players, man. So let's go ahead and do this, man. So Albert, do you want to start first or I start first?
Here. I don't have a preference.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. You know what? I'll go first. All right. So, guys, the best players, guys. MLS. Well, MLS, we have Lionel Messi. I mean, I think that already in itself is a world-class player. Say what you will, sure, his age, he's not as good as he used to be, but he's still like a very good player, one of the best players in the world right now still at his age. So Lionel Messi, of course, is in that conversation. Then also you have You also have Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets, another player that's world class. You know, he's one of the best CDMs that's ever played the game. Sure, he may not be good right now currently, but he's an upgrade on whatever he's upgraded Arroyo on that player. Then obviously you also have Jordi Alba, who's a very good left back as well. Other players come to mind. There's some Chiellini that's up there. He's also very good for his age, of course. Then also you have Andre Blake, who's also a pretty good goalkeeper. Other players come to mind. You also have the likes of, I'm trying to remember the names at the top of my head. You got Chicharito. That's, of course, there. He's also pretty good in the league. And yeah, I just think that for me, MLS, man, there's a lot of world-class players. There's a lot of amazing players, rosters. And I just think for me, MLS, man, like a lot of the European players came down here and they're just pretty good, man. You know, you got Joseph Martinez. He's a good striker. Ricky Puig, you know, another Barca player. Then you got Carlos Vela, you know, Insigne, you know, Kramaski is a young talent. You got Pukki, Shaqiri, you know, Hector Herrera. You know, there's a lot of European-based players that came down here. And I just think that for me, you know, it's very, very impressive to see what MLS has to offer, you know. And rank is also right in the sense you also have Thierry Henry, you know, then you have Beckham, Gareth Bale, Bernardeschi. So, yeah, you know. And yeah, like I said, I think that's all I have to say on that end. So, I think I'm going to end my argument here. Okay, so Albert, your turn, man.
Okay. So I think, yeah, like there's a lot of really good players in the MLS, a lot of historic ones too. But I think that there's also a lot of world class players in the Saudi Pro League that are also maybe not in the world class, but they're definitely top talents, and they're definitely entertaining to watch. I mean, like the obvious names, you got Ronaldo, Benzema, Neymar, and like we could think of these as like finished players. They're like in the twilight of their career. But then you have other players that are going um, not beyond their prime. So you have players like Otavio, um, Ruben Neves, um, even other players that are really good. Like they're pretty talented players, and we've seen that in the past. So you have players um, like the former Barca player Malcolm, right? Malcolm's pretty good. I think uh, once he moved from Barca, I think even before he moved to Barca, you could see he was very talented. Even other players like the Newcastle winger that just went, Maximin, he's really fun to watch when he's on the ball. So there's just like different examples um, of like different kinds of qualities of players. And not only that, like there hasn't been a lot of historic names, I think, that have gone to the Saudi Pro League, but I think these are pretty historic or like on their way to becoming historic, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Are you done with your argument?
Mm, yeah, and I think they're making a pretty good impact.
All right. Okay. So, like I said, that was a interesting one. So we're gonna have you guys vote in the poll. So remember, guys, cast your votes, and remember, guys, you have 3 minutes to make your votes. Okay, guys. And in the event of a tie, we will just give both of us a point. Okay. So, and we'll obviously have an you know, in that case, if there's a tie, of course. So, like I said, you know, we're gonna go ahead and do this. So I see we actually have someone new in the comments. So while you guys are making your votes, guys, in the poll, I'm gonna read your comments so we can that way we can speed up time. We don't have to. What is it called? We can go through this. So let me go ahead and put the poll out there. And yeah, where's the poll thing? Why can't I do it? Okay, here we go. Bro, that's not what I wanted to click. Okay. And remember, guys, please vote and based on the arguments we make. Okay, guys, don't vote because the whole point is that you guys listen to our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of doing What's the point of doing this if you guys are not going to listen to what we're saying? So yeah, who made the better argument? Okay. Should we put a draw option? Sure, I guess we could put draw. Nah, actually, I'm not gonna put draw. We gotta. Yeah, we're not putting draw. Okay. Okay. I gotta put SPL. All right, let's read some comments, guys. Remember, guys, like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Okay. All right, let's read some comments. And please don't reveal who you voted for because to keep things interesting. So, that's also another thing I should have probably already said earlier. But yeah, okay, let's read some comments. 80 back. All right, Kool-Aid referee. Oh man, if we get Kool-Aid as a referee, it would get crazy. Well, I wonder if Kool-Aid's actually watching this. So yeah, please. All right. Pookie says, I can't stay for long, but I'll say both are in the same level. Bro, yes. Does the international performance have to be from the league players? I think I already answered that. Al-Dasari is the only Saudi player I can get behind. That was already there. He's the best Saudi player right now. What? All-time players? Oh, yeah. When we did the best players, I was kind of doing currently and all-time. But yeah, I should have probably made them more specific. So, I guess we're considering both. Yeah, Messi next category. Strokovic over Benzema. Pooch. All-time MLS has Henry, Beckham, Bale, Bernardeschi, Insigne, Strokovic, Zlatan, Anyo, Beckham, Tim Howard. Didn't know Pookie played MLS. But, bro, and how many of you all actually watch a Saudi like that low? Oh, Al-Jazari is the best Saudi player of all time. Next category. I didn't know that either. Did you just cover Ronaldo finish? What do you do with the real offer?
I said some people, might say that it didn't come from me.
Okay. Ronaldo's unfinished, though, be honest. For a while, he was. He isn't. He's just surprised Albert said it. Questions are cool. Hello, I'm new to this channel. Welcome, man. Welcome. Pookie says, it's either draw or 80 win. 51-49 ammo. I just draw. What is going on? Mushroom's cool. Yeah, it's gross. 80-point draw on here. I'm an MLS enjoyer, but best players goes to Saudi League. Bulgarian Mappy, what is going on? I just joined new. Yeah, basically we're doing a debate for MLS versus Saudi Pro League. We got 5 categories, and we're trying to debate for each category. So whoever makes the better argument for each category gets a point, and whoever gets the most points wins this. Okay. So you just started. You just saw the first one. Based on 80, Albert wasting 44 seconds. I voted 80. Okay, debate. Vote MLS because based on all the time they have this. Not because Americans, Mexican Americans though, old players. All right. So I think we have. So I'm gonna give you guys another minute, but I think it might already be decided. This poll. I think this poll might already be decided. So yeah, I'll give another. I'll wait a few seconds, but yeah, I think it's kind of over, guys. I think it's kind of over. So, yeah, I think we have a winner, guys. So I get the point for MLS. So MLS wins the first point, guys.
Yo.
Yeah, it was a landslide win, 4-1 victory for me, man. So yeah. All right, let's move to the next category, man. Let's move to the next category. Next category we have here. Oh, I forgot. Why did I close out the timer? Oh, that was stupid on my part. International performances. Oh, great. This is going to be a tough one for me. Actually, you know what? Who should we? I think let's just start. Okay, let's just start with the whoever won the last category starts off. Do you think that's fair?
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one, man. This is gonna be a tough one. Okay, so 3 minutes. Oh, well, right. I didn't want 30 minutes. I wanted 3 minutes. Okay, whatever. All right. So when you're talking about international performances, unfortunately, MLS doesn't have any represent. We haven't really done well in the Club World Cup. I mean, Seattle Sounders won the CONCACAF Champions League though recently, so they did do decent in the Club World Cup. But yeah, I mean, Club World Cup wise, I think MLS really falls bad in this one. I think it's really bad for this one, guys. Now, as far as popularity is concerned, I do think it is more popular than in Saudi clubs. I think when you ask people ask people MLS clubs, I think they're more likely to recognize them than the Saudi clubs. For instance, when you hear the name of LAFC, people recognize that club more. I mean, LA Galaxy, because that was a club that Zlatan used to play for, and I'm pretty sure more people know about that club more than Al Hilal, more than Al Ittihad, Al Nasser, and I just think that for me, if you're going we're doing this based on both, by the way, guys, Club World Cup and popularity wise. So in terms of popularity, I do think MLS is more popular than the Saudi Pro League, and I think it's always been like that. So yeah, I just think that for me, if you're going by in Club World Cup wise, though, it's a disaster. Like MLS is really, really bad at Club World Cup because I think only one club has competed on the Club World Cup edition from MLS. And yeah, like I said, I think it's I think I would have to it's going to be difficult for MLS to win this category. So yeah, I think I'm going to concede here. So I think I made my arguments. Okay, Albert, your turn.
So this is still international performance, like in the club
Yeah.
level.
Yeah,
Okay.
like talk about Club World Cup and then talk about like how big they are popularity wise.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah. So like I mean, I think time and like history is on the Saudi Pro League side for this part. Um, I mean, they've been competing in the FIFA Club World Cup for a much longer time. They've had some successful results. Upsetting some very popular teams, reaching semifinals of the tournament, and I think that they still have a lot of popularity. There's a lot of uh, like the entire the entire Middle Eastern region really is connected to football, and they love the sport, so it's really tied into their culture. Um, and a lot of people do recognize, American football club names. But even then, I still think that the popularity isn't as one-sided when it comes to things like branding. I think that even now, more so, in terms of branding and popularity, I think that the Saudi Pro League probably is. Um, I wouldn't say it edges the MLS, but I would say that it's as popular and has the potential to become even more popular, just because of all the superstars that are going there right now, that not only have their own brand, but they'll have deals with the clubs that they're playing for to promote the brand and its popularity, making it more popular, not just in the region of the league, but also to um, to promote it to other parts of the world. Um, and yeah, like I would say that also just competition wise, like in terms of their record, it's a little unfair because the MLS just started participating, but you know, I think that Saudi Pro League against an MLS team in this competition, I think that Saudi Pro League would probably put a better 11 than like your Seattle Sounders team or like a New York City team. But yeah.
All right. Thank you for making your arguments, Albert. So, like I said, guys, I'll put the poll in the chat. So remember, guys, when we're discussing about the international performances, we're talking about how the teams are doing in terms of the Club World Cup and how people around the world view them. Not really necessarily their own local league. So not the Americans, not the Saudis. Like, how do Europeans feel about them? How do the South Americans feel about them? Africans. You get what I mean, right? Basically everywhere except their own local people. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I hope you guys understand that. And so yeah. Anyways, international performances is next. So, like I said, please vote in the poll. I'm giving you guys 3 minutes to make your vote. And yeah, like I said, guys. Let's go ahead and read some comments. So guys, please cast your votes. I'm gonna read your comments while we're doing this. Okay, guys. All right. I voted MLS. Okay. Did you guys hear about the new LA Galaxy youngster Nick Kerr? He was born in the youth academy and just called the senior team. We'll talk about him when we get to the what is it called? Youth academy players talent. He's Steve's Kerr's son. Okay. Al Hilal next category. Saudi has this one. That's cap. AI random word. That's cap. Low rank. SPL win. 1-1. What's cap? 80. Oh my gosh. You could have won, but mumbled half the time. No, I not really. Is there a win for an entire Saudi league if only Al Hilal had success? Yes, because they're representing Saudi. Well, in this case, SPL is not even the best SPL. Scottish Prem. Right now, MLS wins by a landslide. And Messi made the right choice. Went to the better country. Wait, Brandon, is this in it? Right? Didn't know this is your economics class. Yeah, USA is a better country, but we ain't talking about that. Cool. Okay, Mushroom's cool. Please calm down. That is a very strange comment you leave there. So please refrain from making those comments because I feel like you're trying to imply something. And I don't want to get into that kind of stuff. So, yeah, what the heck? Yes, but Saudi is crap for climate. That's why USA is better for one of the reasons. Guys, we're talking about him, and we're talking about football, guys. We're not talking about as a country, okay? Jeez, I know Saudi Arabia over USA low. Climate don't matter. Works out. All right, so guys, let's see what the vote is. And okay. So, like I said, please vote. Ooh, this vote's close. It's 5-4. Remember, guys, we have 2 more minutes. Okay, guys, so this vote's interesting, guys. This vote's interesting. Oh, it's level. Wait, what? It's level, guys. Okay, cast your votes if you haven't already done so, guys. All right. Just 1 more minute, guys. 1 more minute, guys. 1 more minute. Guys, make sure you smash the like button, guys. We're at 13 likes, guys. Come on, let's try to reach 20 likes for this stream. And why is my like target 10? It should be 20. Let's put it to 20. Albert, what's wrong?
Bulgaria trying to sneak in Pooch.
Oh, man. All right, guys. We have a winner, guys. And by a narrow margin, Albert takes home equalizers for this one, guys. It was a very close one, guys. He wins by 1 vote. Ooh, this was a close one, man. It's 1-1. Let me put the score, guys. Let me put the score.
Pull one back.
Yeah, it's 1-1, guys. 1-1. And to be honest with you, I think I have to agree. That MLS Saudi takes this one if we're going by international performances. So, yeah. Let me actually put in the ticker there, actually. Let me put the score here. Score is 1-1. All right, let's move to category 3, guys. Category 3 time, guys. So, what's the next category we have here? So, we got 3 more categories, guys. Round 3. All right. Ooh, this one is interesting. This one is a good one, man. Competitiveness. Albert, since you won the last one, you're going to go first for this one. All right. You ready?
All right. Yeah, so I mean, if you look at the history of the league, it's really only like it's still pretty brand new, I would say, kind of like the MLS. Both leagues sort of started around the 70s. Um, uh, and since then, a lot of well, if we're talking about like the clubs have been around forever, but like the league itself has been um like formally established like pretty recently. But in the league's history, if you look at league titles, you'll see that they're pretty spread out. Obviously, there's more dominant clubs like Al Hilal is a club that comes to mind. I think they have like the most titles out of every other club in the Saudi Pro League. But it's competitive, I would say, especially now with the injection of like a lot of money and more superstars coming. Not just superstars, but just European talents that are coming to the league. It makes a lot of the matches competitive in the sense that there's upsets even against the bigger teams that you would expect to win. Um, and not only in terms of players, but a lot of coaching talents are coming to the league, making matches more competitive as well. Because we're seeing a lot of clashes between um, like philosophies and tactics that are probably more common to the league. So like maybe local coaches, um, philosophies against those that are coming from Europe and abroad. So that also makes the game a lot more different. But yeah, I think that if you watch a match um, against like the top table versus like the bottom of the table or mid table, I don't think it's like as one sided as you would probably think. But that's definitely because of well, a lot of that has to do with like the money and a lot more European talents coming to the league. But um, slowly, it's becoming more and more competitive. So yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you for making your argument, Albert. So let me go ahead and make my argument for MLS. So when you look at the MLS, guys, MLS is more competitive. Why do I say this? Well, look at the number of teams that's won the title. It's actually been more teams. And the Saudi Pro League, it's only really Al Hilal that wins most of the time. Of course, there are other clubs that win it too, but Al Hilal wins most of the time the Saudi Pro Leagues. And MLS, the best club always doesn't win. For example, what was it? New York City FC. They were very good last season. This season, they're not doing as good. You know, and look at Inter Miami. Inter Miami were terrible this season, and all of a sudden, when Messi joins them, they won a trophy, and you can maybe argue that they're one of the best MLS clubs right now. You know, even though they're last in the league, you know. And what I love about the MLS is that any team can beat any team, and that the upsets are very possible. And as I said before, MLS, there's more competition. Now, the one thing I'll give Saudi Pro League that MLS doesn't have is relegation. So that's something that MLS needs to implement. So if you're looking from that perspective, the bottom teams is more competitive. But in terms of top teams, man, it's got to be MLS, man. It's more competitive. Like I said, this season, St. Louis City, or first in the league, and Cincinnati didn't do so well last season compared to this season. So I just think the competitiveness for me, MLS is way better. It's more competitive. And you also have the idea of playoffs. That's actually very interesting. And a lot of times the first place team in the league doesn't always necessarily win the playoffs. Like I believe, what was it? LAFC. What was it? Yeah, I think there's been occasions where the first place team doesn't in the table doesn't always win the playoffs. There's been occasions like that before in the past. So I just think for me, MLS is more competitive. We get more different winners, and there's a more widespread variety of winners than than the Saudi Pro League. And like I said, St. Louis City, this is their first season in MLS, and they're top of the table. This is a club that didn't even have any experience prior words, and they're still first. So it shows how competitive this team is, So yeah, man, I digress, and I think that's my argument. All right, so after you guys heard both of us make our argument, time for you guys to vote. Which league is more competitive?
I forgot to mention the relegation stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess I kind of indirectly helped you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, guys, cast your votes. While you're casting your votes, I'm going to read some of your guys' comments. Okay, guys? Let's go read some comments here, guys. Right here. Where is it? Name the best 40 players USA plus Saudi Arabia right now. All Saudi Arabian players bar Messi. Cap, lol, cap. Once Messi leaves MLS, most of the fans will as well follow Messi like a lapdog to wherever he goes next. And remember, well, I don't really agree with this. Come on, man. MLS was still popular before Messi came. Obviously, it's more popular now. But to say that this league was nothing and then all of a sudden it's now relevant is not true. Like this league was very relevant, guys. It was still popular, guys. My bad, the comment I made that was not appropriate. I apologize for my actions. I don't think they'll leave. Alba Busquets, Mekatan, Chiellini, Shuffleberg, Herrera, Pooch. Fofana over Herrera. Stop it. We also forgot to mention Drogba played MLS. Oh, yeah, that's also I forgot about him. Drogba also played there. Saint Maximin over Pooch. Fofana ain't better than Herrera. Herrera's watch. Which Herrera? Fofana was just a standard league on. The guy that just got a trophy. Hi. Hello, Captain Falcon. Hello, Captain Falcon. This is easy. MLS easily more competitive. Anyone can beat anyone. You're my favorite Super Smash Bros. Character. I think that's in reference to Captain Falcon, which I went earlier. Nah, it's not easy. Name every Saudi team. Ghana, wrong one. Saudi. Ghana, where do you live? Non-F, MF. Buki. French. Relegation added. MLS destroys Saudi, but where's the relegation? Pookie. I can't be French. I don't have enough meanness in me. I live in Ghana. Saudi only is better in terms of money and salary for players. Otherwise, MLS wins in all departments. Really? No, he doesn't. He lives in the USA. Inter Miami was literally dead last and won a trophy beating the best MLS sides. Vote change because of Messi. Messi failed league on. Are you real? You really surprised? No. You just said Fofana was better than Herrera because he was going to league on. As he won league one twice 2 seasons, but apparently he failed. These defenders at MLS are so bad. Ranks as unlimited. Messi, genie luck. PSG regressed under Messi's stewardship. In the USA, upsets exist. I say Saudi most likely are better due to them having 10 players from Europe's top 5 leagues. To Saudi, MLS only has 3. Jordi, Busquets, and Messi. Pookie, you watch Saudi league defense? Well, of course. Messi won league on. Oh, yeah. If Messi went to Saudi, rank would be waving ghosts, Saudi flag. This is St. Louis City's first season. That's a win. Well, then, how did you feel, Lo? Yes, we're not a very good rank. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that kind of stuff right now. His first season PSG was not good at all. That's what I'm saying. It was really bad. Bad for Messi standards. Correction. To be lostful and desirable. All thanks to Laporta for letting him go as late as he couldn't have preseason. Sure. Lol. Anyways, he didn't fail domestic-wise. Burger League versus Cavalier should be the title. Busquets fired his level and MLS low. All right, so what do you guys say in the chat? So, guys, we have a winner. It's 71% and a landslide win, guys. It is MLS. MLS that wins this one, guys. All right. 2 more categories to go through, guys. So it's 2-1 to me, guys. 2-1 to me, guys. I am winning 2-1, guys. Okay. So we have 2 more categories to go to. Okay. And I just realized if I win the next category, it's pretty much over, this debate.
I gotta pull one back.
Yeah, you got to equalize, man. Equalize. All right, let's do this, man. All right, let's do this. What's going to be the next category, guys? Next category is talent. Talent. That's an interesting one. All right. Guess I'll go with the first, go with this one, man. So 40, 44. Talent. All right. So in terms of talent, I would have to say MLS has more talented players. Okay. For example, look at Kromoski, a guy that's not really he's a very young player. He's now just getting started to United States, man. You know, United States actually called him up this September window. And also, remember, guys, we also have Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies actually started in MLS, and he's in Europe because of what he did at MLS. He was a young prospect, guys. He was fantastic, guys. So in terms of the talented players, guys, I would have to say that MLS has more talented players than the Saudi Pro League. Because like I said, what young player in the Saudi Pro League is going to be the next big thing? You know, I don't think there's any young player right now in the Saudi Pro League that's going to be world class in the coming years. You know, like I said, a lot of good play. There's a lot of talent here in MLS. You know, and I just feel like for me, the notion that MLS doesn't produce talented players is blasphemous. And I just think that for me, it's interesting. And also someone just mentioned earlier in the chat, there's some young prospects. Someone mentioned earlier about the Sam Kerr thing, I think. Where is it? If I can bring that up here. Where is it? Right here, I think, if I can find it. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, someone mentioned about the right here. The new Galaxy youngster, Nick Kerr. So I just think that for me, for the MLS, man, it's got more young, talented players compared to the Saudi Pro League. And I feel like a lot of these players in the MLS, these young players, they can develop something for the national team, respectively. I think Belgium has this young kid here as well, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the name off the top of my head. But like I said, man, I just think for me, for MLS, man, I think it's got more talent coming through than the Saudi Pro League. And I think talent's a very, very important thing for the league. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. I think I made my argument. Okay, so Albert, your turn.
Okay, so yeah, there's definitely a lot of talent in the MLS. And you can tell because there's a lot of young prospects that have come up through the league, and then they get exported to Europe. But for the Saudi league, I think that I don't think it's a question of there not being any talent. I think there's lots of talent, just like there is in the MLS. I think, and I can't, I mean, if I'm keeping it real, I can't speak to many of the players that are brought up through the league, but I will say that I think that there's probably just not enough people scouting these leagues, just like in the MLS, because there's a bias towards non-European and non-South American clubs, because a lot of talent comes from those two continents. But that's not to say that there isn't any talent, and I think that you could probably agree with me there when you watch Saudi Arabia compete on the international level, where most of their players do come from the Saudi Pro League, and that's where they get most of their experience from. And when you watch Saudi Arabia play international matches and in tournaments, you can see that they can be a very effective team. They can they can cause problems for opposition, whether they're a lower ranked team or even a higher ranking team. I mean, they're the only team that beat Argentina, and their players they all came through the domestic league. So if that doesn't speak to their skill level and grit, then I don't know what does. but definitely there's tons of talent. And I think that the league is only going to get better as more European players uh, start to play for the local clubs.
Yeah. Are you doing Albert? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. There's one player I forgot to mention. Gabriel Salina. He also came from MLS, so he could be like the next big goalkeeper for America. So look out for him. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and do the poll. Let's go ahead and do the poll, guys. So
Okay, rank. I'll name one. Cristiano.
all right. And remember, guys, this could be match point, guys. So if I win this, it's over. Like it's over in terms of debate. So remember, guys, vote wisely. All right. Remember, guys, you have 3 minutes. Let me go ahead and read some of your comments while we're doing this. So let me go ahead and read this. All right. When I said you were all surprised, I was Messi doing this good MLS. Don't worry, Albert. 2-all. Just for Albert. MLS is clear. Hello, Kool-Aid. Thanks for joining. Finally, Kool-Aid. Anyways, I got to go now. All right, see you, Pookie. What are your opinions? Negrega case allegations by the referees back. Okay, I don't want to speak too much about that. Man, let's be real, guys. I'm not gonna get into that. That's a very controversial subject, and I don't really want to comment if I don't even know the full context. So let's just see how it develops, pans out. But that's just my answer. Saudi athletes are mid. Albert is weak. FC really. MLS is a clear. Pookie says. Buck says Saudi Arabia beat Argentina equals SPO is better than MLS. Ooh, interesting. How many Saudi Pro League matches have you watched? I think I watched. How many did I watch? I watched like very few, not that many. Boogie Remember says for real. First good books argument times 2. You all can't judge Saudi in talent wise. Well, you don't watch it like that. Me either. I've seen enough. Not cool. What do you mean, AD? There are a lot of wonder kids in Saudi League. I don't watch Saudi because I can't. No. Nick Kerr. Okay, and mushrooms is cool. You fooled me, man. Rank, you're shameless. No. Focus at Campbell Bird shit. Where's Kool-Aid? Don't lie, lol. Times 2. Kerr's a fake name. This is your Kool-Aid. Let's start Goku versus. Okay. We'll discuss that in a later time. Okay. Goku, clear argument over low facts. I'm not a fan of the Saudi money taking over football, but the Saudi League is growing whether we like it or not. That's true. Chinese Super League is knocking the door right now. Crying, no worries. They had one good game against Argentina. This is a different level to China. Benzema, Ronaldo, Mane, Conte, Neymar, Mars, Firmino are some of the world's most famous players. God, I hope South America wins its 2030 World Cup over Saudi. Oh, yeah. The goalkeepers Saudi are crazy. Saudis are. Oh, bomb. Number of players Albert mentioned 0. Saudi for league. Hurry up with the flow. I got to go. Bulgarian mapping. It's not like Saudi national team will have Bobby Holland. For real. Oh, God. No, I want to see another poll, guys. Oh, yeah. How can I forget to mention Cristiano Homegrown Saudi? I know this is better. Well, this thing is great. You know most people in here are biased towards MLS. Oh, if 86, he's a big troll. Jake, hey. All right. Wow. Okay, guys. So we have 16 likes, guys. All right. I think it's over. Yeah, it's over, guys. 3 minutes. And wow, the Saudi League wins this one. Why do I feel like this was just done just to have another poll? Anyways, we're going to the last one, guys. Impact on the national team. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting one. So, Albert, take it away, man. You kind of touched upon this, but now you can go fully depth in this one.
Yeah, okay. So the impact on the national team, I mean it's up and down. I think when you compare the impact to like USA, like obviously USA has had a lot more success on the international stage. Definitely in terms of the World Cup, with USA, I think, going as far as the quarterfinals. I mean, I know third place, but that's like 1930s tax. But Saudi Arabia have made some really good, um, uh, they made some really good strides, not just in the World Cup, but we're talking about qualification cycles as well. Um, they, I don't believe they've qualified to every World Cup, but they're pretty. Um, they've gone to a large part of the tournaments um, that they've tried to qualify for in their history. Not only that, but right now they're one of the more dominant teams within Asia. So they're definitely like, I guess if you had to compare it, right? They're very much like a Canada or a USA within uh, within their continent. So yeah, and a lot of that has to do with the talent that comes through the Saudi Pro League, um, which is where a lot of players from the national team compete in. Um, and yeah, and if we want to go um, further, we can look at like the level of competition that they've had in the World Cup. They've had to play against teams uh, like like Netherlands, Mexico, um, um, yeah, Argentina. Uh, that's like most recent opponents. But yeah, they're not a team that that they're not like a fodder team that other players get to like walk over. They definitely have their own style of play and their own identity, and I think that comes clear from style of the Saudi Pro League.
All right, thank you for making your case, Albert. Now it's my turn. Okay, so when I was looking through the World Cup 2022, most players competed. There were 35 players like played in MLS for the World Cup. And remember, guys, and I believe the Saudi Pro League we had 24 players. That was the most that MLS has ever had in their history. And MLS players impacted the national team because look at Matt Turner, for instance. Matt Turner was amazing in the World Cup, you know, and he was so good that he was just fantastic, you know. And the other players that got shouts for making big moves. I'm trying to remember. So, wait, actually, what other players? But I just think for MLS, man, it's a huge core of the players that are called up, you know, and yeah, just the fact that there's more MLS players that compete in the World Cup than the Saudi Pro League players shows that MLS is more recognized for the national teams compared to the Saudi Pro League. So, you know, like I said, I just think I just think by that fact alone, it's interesting, you know, and trying to think some other stuff, you know, some players that played in the World Cup, I believe, you know, trying to think some players. I believe some of the MLS players were linked to making some big moves making some big moves for their clubs respectively. So I can't really remember any of the top of my head at this very moment, but I'm sure like there were some European clubs that signed MLS players just because of what they did in the World Cup. So, you know, and yeah. Anyways, I think that's going to be everything I'm going to say here. So let's go ahead and let the poll decide for
Haji Wright.
Yeah, Haji Wright. So. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, that last one was kind of tough for me, so I had to come up with something. So let's see how this poll goes because um Yeah, I'm not really the best at debating. All right, impact of the national team, guys. All right, guys. So go ahead and vote in the final poll, guys. Final poll. Let's go read some comments. All right.
Rank, did you rig this?
For real. Oh my gosh. No, I want to see another poll, guys. Oh yeah, how can I forget it? Okay, where is JK? Low. People just want another poll. It's over like CR7. Okay, I'm not gonna read that comment. CR7 is over close up with low. I'm making great points. Just came in, so I'm not gonna read that comment. Yeah, I should have. Good thing I didn't read that. Wow, Pookie, pause. Cyber won the hearts and minds of the world as Qatar 2020. Pause. What do you mean? You tripping? Link versus Super Mario Streets. Just let me know. All right, we'll discuss about the second channel, guys. Other people that wanted Messi to lose. Link, lucky 2-1 win. Guys, cool. Like Ronaldo's lucky win versus Ghana. Remember, Bukhari doing that. Not me, because I don't even like Saudi Arabia. Pookie low. You're finished. No, I'm not. Man, doesn't even know who Link is. Oh, low. Big Belize. He like US. I like USA. We might be Guatemala. My words don't mean crap. Hey, cool. How dare you, Pookie? If it was a good argument, this wouldn't be a debate. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. That last category was difficult. I had to, it was difficult for me. Cap, need Kool-Aid to debate. Give me a stop. IG right. More goals in World Cup knockouts than Ronaldo. Pro League ranks too strict, like always low. Max, like let's let 80. Take the 80 down. Cool. I think you might be Guatemalan, dog. How can I rig this low? Kool-Aid was right. 80. How can we have a debate of the World Cup Qatar? What? The Argentina cheat. All right, so we have okay, guys. One more minute, guys. One more minute to cast this vote, guys.
I don't even know if the World Cup happened.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. All right. And I think it's one more minute, guys. One more minute. All right. One more minute, guys. I mean, to be fair, I think the poll is already over, but we're going to wait one more minute anyway. Just we'll just wait for formality reasons. So all right. All right, guys. It is over, guys. We have our champion, guys. And MLS wins, guys. I win it for MLS, guys. Albert, consolations to you, man. It was a good effort from you, man. It was a close one, man. It was a close one. And ultimately
high scoring.
Yeah, it was very interesting, guys. We had a good turnout for this debate stream as well. We had a lot of people turn out for this. So like I said, guys, it was amazing, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this debate. Like I said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and recap who won for each point. So best players, I won this point for MLS. International, Albert won this one for Saudi Pro League. Competitiveness, I won this one for MLS. Talent wise, Albert won this one. And of course, impact, I won this one, of course. So, like I said, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens, man. And mushrooms are cool, man. Are you trying to troll me? I think you're here to troll me. So I'm going to have to put you on timeout. I think you're trying to troll me. So we're going to put you on timeout. So let's go ahead and read
Kool-Aid
some last.
wants the smoke.
Yeah, let's go read some comments, and then we're gonna head off here, guys. All right. And Kool-Aid scores in the 97th minute. MLS wins 3-2. What? The Argentina cheat? Yes, we paid you money. Oh, no, man, no.
Frank said it.
Vogue scored a brace, but it wasn't enough. I mean, I don't think it was, but I don't like who believed that was. Dembele got that check. Yeah, Dembele got that check, man. Messi was like, okay, you have to pay me back for what happened to that Champions League semifinal. So you got to do this for me. Oh my god. I'm acknowledge on RGO win and Sausage Radio. Okay, I don't want to get into that stuff. Anyways, how many views did Dembele get? There's a lot of good points. Shark, 69-30. Dembele adds to pay Messi back when Messi versus Liverpool. That's cool. Oh my god. We're over R9. 8, you didn't. Just Albert, not ranking it, just strictly give your thoughts, my honest opinion. Cock Albert Busquets, box modded. Sky Albert is overrated. Burger League wins. I give him an A debate. Guys, FC over IEPL. I read block opinions, Nicole. I just stuffed that as an approach. Low. There'll always be a winner. Some that supports SPL said, okay, Bulgaria, please. We're not gonna get into that stuff. Anyways, on that note, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. It was a good stream. We had a good fun. Albert, did you enjoy the stream despite losing?
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, it's just a spirit for fun, guys. Don't take it too personally. I don't think, like I said, this is for fun. Just have a nice debate on the channel. And I'm looking for the next debate, guys. The next debate we're going to have is for October, guys. That's going to be very, very interesting. October will begin in a few days. And of course, I'll be putting a poll out here I'll be putting a poll here when the stream is done for you guys to vote for the next poll, guys. And so, like I said, guys, hope you guys did enjoy the stream. And yeah, like I said, man, remember, guys, to like and subscribe. And yeah, any final thoughts from you, Albert, before we head off?
Yeah, I respect MLS. It's a growing league. It's getting popular every year. But let's see. Let's see where both of these leagues end up in the next couple years. But the future's bright, I think. Right now, it seems.
All right. Bulgarian Mapping says a poll to vote for the next poll, Sevilla versus Barca. I'll be honest with you guys, I did not watch that game, so I'll have to rewatch the highlights, and I'll rewatch the full game and give you guys more of an analytical viewpoint of the game. So, like I said, I'll try to do that. I'll do a YouTube short probably. Sorry, I didn't get to I was hoping we could discuss the game on the stream, but I didn't get to really watch any of the games. So, like I said, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the stream. So remember, guys, if you are just coming in right now, please watch the replay. I'll be putting time description below. I put 5 categories, and we discuss for each category for how it goes. So, yeah, like I said, guys, we're going to go read some final comments, and then we're going to head out, guys. We're going to head out. So, and yeah, let's go read this. Okay, where are we? America fudge, yeah. That's why Messi's go, whatever. Messi hype is too much at times, but great. Messi ducked going to the Saudi League. CR7 is finished. Okay. Anyways, Benoki, lol. A poll to vote for the next one, Sevilla versus Barca. CR7 done. You go, will break. Fudge, yeah, wow, chill. Saudi League is already miles above ahead MLS, all right? Haha. People laughing around. Miles is more finished. Gabby's King Sugar saying, how? No one comes close. So will overtake watch La Liga and Serie A soon. Enzo, who? Porto got deleted by De Goat Di Maria. Boogie said, leave my boy Robbins alone. Comma, who? We got Gabby. Gabby would be Flippy Burgers if he didn't have a romance with Spanish princess. Okay. Let's not get into that kind of stuff right now. I can think that the chat's going to have been wild. I should have probably read that, to be honest. Oh, man. I think okay. We'll burn. Andrew gonna smash Benfica. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, some of you guys are getting really wild with your comments, guys. Wild with your comments. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I think that's going to be it for today's stream. So guys, like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.